The central government recently notified the terms of reference for the 8th Pay Commission, but as the notification was released, employees and pensioners raised concerns. They claimed that the 8th Pay Commission's mandate differs from that of the 7th Pay Commission. Now, this change has also raised doubts about the fate of those retired or will retire before the 8th Pay Commission is implemented. It raises fears that around 6.9 million central pensioners may be excluded from the scope of 8 Central Pay Commission recommendations. For those not aware, the Union government approved the terms of reference for the 8th Pay Commission in October. The terms of reference is basically the guideline for a pay commission. It explains what the commission has to study and the areas where it must give recommendations. The government set up the 8th Central Pay Commission in January this year to review salaries, allowances and pensions for central government staff and defense personnel. The commission usually gets 18 months to finish its work and submit its recommendations. Now the question is, will the 8th Pay Commission exclude pensioners? When will the 8th Pay Commission be implemented? And why does it matter for pensioners and employees? Let's understand. The government says the terms of reference for the 8th Pay Commission are different from those of the 7th Pay Commission. The 7th Pay Commission had clearly mentioned pension revisions, but the 8th CPC doesn't include that revision, creating confusion about whether pensioners will get any benefits this time. At the same time, the centre hasn't officially said that pensioners are being left out. The final picture, both for employees and pensioners, will only become clear once the Commission submits its report, which usually takes about 18 months. To make it clear, 8th Pay Commission will review the salaries, allowances of the following groups of central employees: central government employees, industrial and non-industrial, employees belonging to all India services, personnel attached to the defense forces, employees of union territories, officers and employees of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department, members of regulatory bodies established under Acts of Parliament, except RBI officers and employees of the Supreme Court, officers and employees of the High Court whose salaries are borne by the union territories, judicial officers of subordinate courts in union territories. However, while the status of pensioners remain unclear, experts believe that if retirees are included, they may witness a major hike in their pensions when the recommendations are implemented. Around 4.7 million central government staff and 6.9 million pensioners are waiting for the implementation of the 8th Pay Commission. Why? Because the Commission's outcome can mean a substantial boost in take-home pay and post-retirement benefits. And if the fitment factor rises, the minimum basic pay may increase significantly. And if salaries are hiked, it could also reset the baseline for allowances, pensions, and even how private sector jobs benchmark government pay. For pensioners, the effect can restore purchasing power eroded by inflation over years. The government usually takes about 18 to 24 months to implement the recommendations of the Commission. For reference, the 6th and 7th Pay Commission took nearly 1.5 years to complete their reports, and after that, the government took another 3 to 9 months to implement the recommendations after Cabinet's approval. Thus, it's unlikely that 8th Pay Commission would be implemented before mid-2027. Reports suggest that the next CPC implementation might be pushed back to early 2028. As per a report by Kotak Institutional Equities, 8th Pay Commission might be implemented in 2026 or early 2027. Pay revisions are implemented through a central notification. Employees do not need to apply individually. The Cabinet's approval of terms of reference means that the 8th Pay Commission can officially begin its review. Over the next 18 months, it will hold consultations, analyze pay structures, and submit its recommendations. Salaries and pensions are expected to increase, but the final quantum will depend on economic realities and fiscal space.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.